Thank you for joining us here today. We're going to be talking about the Zero Down Payment Dream Home webinar, right? This is what this is. And today I'm absolutely ecstatic to have Sergio on this webinar because he is a client. He's not only somebody who's wanted to be a homeowner, he actually became a homeowner, used this product. It's changing people's lives. And Sergio's here to tell you just a little bit about how that's impacted him. So today we're going to talk about mastering down payment assistance, just simply what these products are and how that could change you. Second part is you want to work with pros. Work with the pros, people that focus in on down payment assistance. Super important. And I would tell you that game changing, working with real estate agents focused with down payment assistance, loan officers that focus in on down payment assistance, game changer. Your zero down dream home, absolutely a reality, and it can happen. So I'm your host, Brandon Carrero, as I get used to this clicker here. I'm your host, Brandon Carrero, and I'm excited to be here with you today. I'm a certified mortgage planning specialist with too many years experience to go through this. I was mortgage broker of the year at some point in my career, and I've been featured on the top 100 people of on the cover of the top 100 people of real estate. All right, myth busted. Here we go. Discover the truth, right? So, oftentimes we feel like we're being misled. There's so much data coming to us, and we're going, "Hey, what's real? What doesn't make sense?" Right? You can also recognize that you may talk to your friend. You may talk to your friend that's an agent. May talk around, but really, are they focusing on down payment assistance? Question. You can achieve your dream with the right guidance. That's important to know. Like agents on this call that are here present today, I'm telling you right now. And for the first time home buyers on this call, fantastic. You can reach with the right guidance, you can get there, right? And I want to share with you this, the common myth that has been busted. I will never qualify for any program. I can't tell you how many times I will never qualify for any program comes before me. People just already write it off. And they say, I'm not going to get there. I'm not going to do that. Well, I'm here to tell you that the product that we have, the product that you're going to learn about here today, is going to absolutely throw away those preconceived notions. You're going to discover the truth and absolutely realize your dream of home ownership. And what would be a story or what would be a most amazing representation of really the power of this product? Would you like to buy a $490,000 home for $5,970? You can own your home for less than first, last, and security deposit. And oh, by the way, this really happened last week. And oh, by the way, we got the man, the myth, the legend, the actual homeowner, Sergio, on our webinar here today. And I'm just going to let him I'm going to just toss the mic to him. Let him share with you what experience he had on the product. And I'm excited to toss the mic to you. Before I do that, Sergio, I'm going to lower my volume down just a little bit because I may get you on the feedback. You may hear yourself. So I'm going to do that real quick. And go ahead, Sergio. You're more than welcome to grab the mic and just share your thoughts, your overall thoughts on it.
Okay. Well, first, I want to say hello to everybody, and please excuse me because my English is not so good, but I'm struggling with it. But I don't know if you need to repeat something, just tell me, and I'll do my best. But I don't know, when we start this process, I remember Lina. Lina is my cousin. And so she told me last year, "Hey, how much you are paying for rent?" And I told her about 4,000 monthly. And she told me, "I'm pretty sure you right now you can buy a home." No, no way. Everybody say it's not possible. You need to have a down payment of 20%, of 30%, something like that. And we only have around 3 years here at the United States. So I'm not so sure of that. And she told me, let's see the next year, and we start the process. And then she presented me Brandon, and we start to obviously have a conversation of what do we need. And I don't know, we gave him all the information, all our financial information, all our questions. I remember at that moment we have a lot of I don't like questions. We don't know how much can we afford a property. Yes, the value, because we don't have zero down payment. We start. Remember, Brandon, we start with zero,
Zero.
completely
We didn't have
zero.
any. Yes, you're right.
And okay, Brandon make his numbers, make his magic, and then we got a number. We start to see a home, and in the process, obviously, our family help us a little bit. So they help us with the number that you see on the screen right now, less than 6,000. And right now, last week, we made the closing, and right now we are in a new home. So we are really happy against, because we doesn't know a lot of people here at the United States, but every time that we talk with somebody about to get a home, everybody says no. Everybody, you need the down payment. You can't buy anything without down payment, the money. So that really was a myth busted. A myth. I don't know how's the word. And so again, thank you, Brandon. It's really was really nice to work with you and all the team. And we're really happy. We're really happy, and we expect to do more business with you, of course.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And listen, in the chat, give him a round of applause, give him a high five. You know, that's exciting. You know, he's a homeowner, right? That's super exciting. I want to acknowledge Sean. Thank you for being on the call today. Appreciate you, Sean, for it. But this really did happen, right? This is the homeowner. This is him. Hey, Sergio, can you flip show your camera, show him your house? Just a quick show, you know, of all the boxes. What I'm
Okay.
sure what you're doing. Just show him. Look, this is his house. You know, it's beautiful. You know, good for him. I'm very excited when he showed
I don't know
the
how to
real
do
house.
it here, but I try.
He's moving in.
I don't know how to flip the camera here, but I
There you
the
go.
phone.
That's okay. Just turn it around.
This is the home,
Wow.
Congratulations.
and it came furnished, completely furnished.
No way.
Yes.
That's great. Well, you live the American dream really quick here. Wow.
You know, Denise, that's a great point. The American dream. Here, Sergio came to this country in the last 3 years. Hey, Greg, thanks for joining us. Welcome, my friend. Welcome for coming in. This is what we're looking right now, Greg, is we're looking at an actual homeowner, the homeowner sharing with us that for his house that he purchased for $490,000 for $6,000 bucks. This is the real deal. He's showing it right now. Sergio, congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're an awesome, amazing client. You were really invested in the process. You did an amazing job. You know, I couldn't have done it without you. And our team is very grateful for you and everything that you did as part of the process, being very responsive and really being just a client above, being the top 1%. Appreciate you, Sergio. And thank you for
Thank you.
Thank you for showing everyone the kindness, the glimpse of your home.
Wow.
Really appreciate that here today. You know, and I want to share this with everybody as we go on, is with Sergio as he gives us this nice tour here, as he's doing that. You know, when you look at this, right, the most important thing you should look for in working with an agent is a down payment assistance agent. My team of agents, who I like to refer, are absolutely dialed into down payment assistance, right? So working with a down payment assistance real estate agent is absolutely essential to your success. As Sergio continues to show you his home, you'll realize that real estate agents, particularly down payment real estate agents, are skilled at negotiation. that expert guys. Look, he got his house furnished. I mean, really, what kind of agent would negotiate that? Only but a down payment assistant, only but a skilled agent. That's what I want to bring to the table. That's the kind of agent that we have that will be working for you when you work with our team. Now, keep this in mind too. You got to be focused on a down payment assistance. You have to have a loan officer that's absolutely is an expert at down payment assistance. This didn't happen by chance. As Sergio continues to show you his home, you know, really, it was the skill of the team that achieved that goal, that transaction for Sergio. And Sergio, again, being that homeowner, that case study right here that he's kind of to be on this call, this webinar, because we were able to achieve his goal. I mean, the man is a homeowner. We've all grown up with the American dream, to Denise's point. You know, he's achieved it. 3 years in this country. Can you imagine what you can do for others just knowing about this product? It's incredible. Now, I want to take this moment as a loan officer and take a personal privilege to share with you what kind of down payment assistance is in the marketplace right now, right? And they're not created equal. They're very different. You're going to hear a lot of social media buzz. You're going to hear buzz terms. You're going to hear a lot of stuff. But realistically speaking, you know, again, down payment assistance, not created equal. And you'll know what you'll see why now. Okay. You're going to hear hometown heroes, right? Sounds great. Am I a hero? Can I get it? What's the confusion around it? Let's just diffuse the myths. Let's understand the facts and see how it applies to you. The first part, right? You have, in order to get hometown heroes, you can get up to $35,000 in down payment assistance. Great, sounds good. There's a catch. It's up to a maximum of 5% of the loan amount, right? So if you had a $200,000 loan, you'd have $10,000. $300,000 loan, $15,000, and so on, right? So yes, that's a great product. Sounds good. Catch, funded by the state. The state of Florida goes in and out of these funds. They just opened up here in July, but there was a gap of 12 months. There were no funds. So if you're trying to budget home ownership around a product that could perhaps go out, not a good strategy. Even though it's available, if it suits you, fantastic. It's an option, but be mindful, it goes out of funding. Now, here, what are other guidelines with Hometown Heroes? Okay, you have to work for a Florida-based employer. But what if you work remotely for a multinational large corporation? They don't have an office in Florida, you would not be able to get that product. Something to consider there. You know, so I would tell you that in addition to that, some of our individuals that are high income wage earners or higher than the area median income, but they still need assistance, they don't qualify for this. Why? Because it's capped. See, although Hometown Heroes exist to help those, it may not be a good fit for you, but it's available. A down payment assistance loan officer will know what is the right kind of assistance for you. And one major consideration when I, as a loan officer, am looking at down payment assistance, compare and contrast for my client, which one's best, there's something called debt to income ratio, okay? I'm looking for maximum availability in the debt to income ratio, meaning that I want to be able to extend more mortgage, give my client more mortgage so they find that dream home and not settle. That's what I'm saying. Now, when you look at Hometown Heroes, it's capped at 50%. Now, in other products, the next product I'm going to show you, you can go up to 57%, meaning that I can extend more mortgage in this next product, which is called the zero down mortgage program, right? That's what it is. That's what Sergio got. This is the product Sergio used. This is it. And here you go. He's got 100% financing. He remember in Sergio, he said, hey, I didn't have the down payment. He used this. This product also allows those that perhaps may be credit challenged, not Sergio's case, 600 credit score and above. There's no income limitations. Critical. That means that if you're a high wage earner or if you're a middle age earner and you're above the cap of the Hometown Heroes, there's no restriction. So we don't even look at that. Very important. And I want to illustrate and elevate to your attention that this product is not just for first-time home buyers. Take a minute. We don't have that requirement. So anybody can use this product. Now, home ownership is starting to expand, as you can see. The max debt to income ratio is 57%. You recall hometown here was 50. You can get more mortgage using this product. And the best part really is that it's lender funded, not state funded. The funds are coming from the lender. There you are. So therefore, you can budget, you can plan, you can use this down payment assistance when it's ready for you. That's critical. That's important. That's why I love the zero down mortgage program. Just ask the real estate agents, in my opinion, in their opinion, what makes homeownership easy? Just ask the agents. Here's real deals. July alone, Lena closed $480,000 home sale. That was for that's Sergio's. Congratulations again, Sergio. We love you. Right now, Yumi under contract, $350,000. Under contract, Michelle, who is on this call. Congratulations, Michelle. $450,000 contract. She's helping a consumer right now using this product. And another gentleman, Carlos, $185,000 at the condo. So as you can see, home ownership is increasing by using this product. Now, Michelle, how has that experience been? I'm going to go to you since you're the agent on the call under your contract. How's that experience been with you with Sylvia? And how has this product been able to assist you in helping Sylvia? Better said.
Being more educated, partnering up with you and teaching me the different products that we have. By giving me the tool, it was easy for me to go out there and look at the home that she needed and that she was looking for. So no, it was great for me to help her, and I can't wait to get my other potential buyers that I'm working with you with to get them pre-approved and make it easy.
Appreciate that, Michelle. Now, she was very kind and gracious enough to give me a kind of like a hype, but really, I want to share a little bit about our interaction with Sylvia, with her client. We met at Starbucks. We had the Starbucks meeting, Michelle and I and the client. We're there, and the client, I'm doing my loan stuff. I got my down payment assistant agent next to me. We're kind of strategizing what is the next step for Sylvia, and then Sylvia drops it. When I show her, hey, this is the down payment and this is the closing cost, she goes, I don't have it. And then Michelle looks at me and I look at her and we're like, okay, all right, let's go back in. Let's figure it out. And sure enough, we said, you know what, Michelle, I got this product that perhaps if you can do, if I give to her, or if I'm able to achieve giving her down payment assistance, which we were, give you 100% financing, I need your help, Michelle. Get me closing costs and we can get her closed. And what did Michelle do?
I got it.
You got it. Michelle was able to get down payment. She was able to negotiate closing costs for her client. You see, again, a down payment assistance agent with the skill set, the knowledge, the expertise, invaluable. You can't get a better agent than the agents that I'm talking about. Take that for a second. This person negotiated. You can't go ahead and say it. How much did you get for her, Michelle?
I got $10,000 towards closing costs.
$10,000 towards the closing costs. These are real stories, folks. This is not something that is pie in the sky. It's real. So working again, I can't elevate this to your attention enough. Working with a loan officer that focuses on down payment assistance like myself, working with an agent like Michelle, like Lena, like Yumi, like Carlos, game changer for home ownership, game changer for their clients, game changer for maximizing the value and getting more deals under contract and helping home buyers become homeowners like Sergio. 3 years in this country, now as a homeowner. Mind blown. Amazing stuff. All right. We talked about the zero down mortgage. I put this slide in just to recap it, just to let it kind of like soak in a little bit. Again, it's 100% lender funded, gives you maximum purchasing power for your buyers, no income limitations, low credit score is okay. Anyone can use it, not just first-time home buyers. Now, to all my home buyers on the call, are you ready to move in? To all my agents on the call or on the webinar, excuse me, are you ready to help your client move in? what's the next step, right? The next step is if you go to BrandonCarrero.com, it's my first name and my last name.com, you'll see the 5 steps. That's a bonus to you here today. The 5 mistakes that commonly first-time home buyers make. It's there. You can read it. It's very good reading. At the very end, you'll find my calendar. Book an appointment. You have a one-on-one session with me, and you're good to go. Be like Sergio. Be like Michelle. Be like all of our agents here on this call who are helping you, clients, and helping others become homeowners today. All right. Here's my Q&A right now. So I want to again elevate the attention and thank everyone who's on this call. Sergio, again, thank you. If you have any questions for him, fantastic. Sean, if you want to come in as well, that'd be great. I'm going to pause right here and toss the mic to everyone else. Any questions that we can have? Looking in the chat here.
I think Yumi had a question.
Yumi? Yes, Yumi, you got a question. Yumi, hey, Yumi, I didn't see you. Hey, welcome to the call, Yumi. But Yumi's got she's got to deal on the contract right now with the program.
Yeah, I don't have a question. I just wanted to give my experience in reference to the program. And definitely, there is several programs out there, but as Brandon explained it, not every single one is for everybody. And the fact that this, if this is lender, funded, it makes the process easier, okay, for the buyer. And if you do have a good negotiation as far as, closing costs, which now, obviously, there is sellers that are negotiating that and are taking that into consideration. So it can be done. It will definitely alleviate a lot, for the buyer to have a hope to be a homeowner. So it is a program that it does work. Okay. And definitely, Brandon, with, the opportunity of offering this program and, working as a team with a realtor hand to hand can make possible within the negotiation to work out something for the buyer and have that dream to come true.
Now, Yumi, thank you. I've worked with you, so shout out to her. I've worked with her for years, right? She's an excellent, honestly, we've been through a lot of transactions together, so I want to thank her. But I also want to elevate to everyone's attention, this is her second deal she's doing with this. So she's already put one person in, she's putting another person in, and there's no stopping her, really. She's a high-level agent, and I'm pleased to have her on this call, just like the other agents on the call as well, such as Sean. So Sean, you want to grab the mic here because your experience is fantastic in the marketplace. Want to give you a little bit of airtime here, my friend. Let's see if he's there. Uh-oh, we might have lost him. That's okay. In regards to any other Q&As, are we good?
I have a question, Brandon.
Yes, please. By all means. Thank you, Denise. Okay. She's a loan officer. She's a skilled loan officer, down payment assistance, by the way. Denise is an excellent with clients. Go ahead, Denise.
Okay. The 3.5 with the 0 down payment program, do they have to pay that back?
Great question. All right. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna answer your question in two. I'm gonna compare it in both Hometown Heroes and the down payment assistance program, the 0 down program. Okay. Hometown Heroes is 0%. It's a 0% loan, not forgivable. So when an individual refinances or sells the home, all that's due back. So the benefit is that you don't have to make a payment. But if you were to sell it, refinance it, that particular property, it'd be paid back to the fund. Contrast that with ABSM 0 down. You have a first mortgage and a second mortgage. That second mortgage, you would pay it back in installments. So as in time, what happens is you reduce that amount. You don't have that balloon payment in the end, compared and contrasting to the Hometown Heroes. So to boil that down, you're just paying down that second mortgage, and that achieves you 100% financing.
And that's is that considered like a conventional loan, or what kind of loan is it? FHA or their own program?
Great question. So in regards to the ABSM, excuse me, in regard to the zero down mortgage, it is an FHA loan for the
Okay.
first mortgage, and then there's a 3.5% down that would be required in any FHA. What we
Right.
do as a lender is we extend a second loan to that individual, so they get 100% financing on that transaction.
Right.
Great question. Thank you for that clarification. Appreciate that. See, home buyers on the call. You're getting a technical response. You're also getting a agent response. You're getting actual real world stuff here. So good stuff for you. Any other questions? Q&A. Sean, you're welcome back. Yeah, go ahead, Ewing.
Do you have any limitations in regards to the amount that it can be lended based on income in a household family?
No, there's no household. So when we look at the zero down mortgage, there is not a limitation. They're not looking at household income. We're simply looking for what is, in technical terms, AUS approved eligible. So in other words, for our first time home buyers and our home buyers in the call, in the webinar, what we do as loan officers, we send your loan application to, let's say, Fannie, Freddie Mac, FHA, or HUD, that alphabet soup. Essentially, we send it to the government. Okay, it replies back, and it tells us whether you're approved eligible or not. So with this particular product, we just follow the findings, what the government tells us, we go. There's no additional overlays or caps or guidelines that prevent you from achieving home ownership.
For how long it could be financed, that second loan?
It's 10 years. 10 years. So it's spread out over 10 years.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Question.
Yeah.
The difference between the hometown hero, so you say you have to pay it back. Does it limit you where you can purchase your property? There's some programs where it's for revival for areas that are part of the CRA.
Yes.
Towns.
So to your point, so just to unpack it, it's a great question. So CRA talks about the Community Reinvestment Act. That's usually where banks use targeted funds to invigorate those areas that are perhaps maybe depressed or dilapidated, et cetera, et cetera. These are not those dollars. So this has nothing to do with CRA dollars. This is essentially state funded through Florida Housing. And so through the Florida Housing funding mechanism set by the legislature, it created this pool of funds available for Hometown Heroes. And so Hometown Heroes draws from those funds. This is the reason why it goes in and out of funding.
Okay.
Now, there was a follow-up question that I feel like I answered 50% of it. What else is there? Is there one other part that I didn't answer for you, Michelle?
Oh, no, that's fine, because I would go into the zero down payment. So it answers that. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions from the field? Comments from any particular agents, my seasoned agents, my team of agents that I love to refer, my down payment assistance agents. Sean, you want to grab the mic, toss the mic to you here. I know you were away for a second. Want to give you some airtime if you're available.
No, I love all the questions coming in, very smart questions, and definitely is a great information, Brandon. Keep it up. And especially, when you have a both option, and we love our clients to have options, not just one program. And what you mentioned is very important at the beginning, that Hometown Hero is when the fund is available. And I remember last year, some of the client had problem because they started the program. By the time they put a contract, and then the fund is out. So I had one property in my listing, and somebody else's buyer, and they couldn't close it with the Hometown Hero. Then they had to borrow the money, the gift fund, and all the stuff. So very important, great information. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I like to give him a shout out because Sean leads a team of agents, so he's on the grind every day. No doubt about that. So thank you for that level, for that experience. Appreciate that. All right. Is Lena, are you on the call? I'm seeing two others join. Lena, are you here? Let's see. Sorry, I'm off a little bit. Lena, I can see your. I can see you. If you're on mute, you can go on mute. Leslie, you had
Hi,
any
I'm on mute.
questions?
Sorry. Yes, I'm here.
Lena, hey, this is the
Hi.
agent. This is Sergio's agent, Lena. Lena, do you want to share anything that how you negotiated that deal with,
Yes.
the concessions? You want to talk through that because you have a team of agents here that are from various brokers. You're a broker yourself. Just to kind of discuss kind of how your approach to that, any negotiation tips, anything you like, because we want to give massive value on this webinar. Care to share, Lena? I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And Sergio was very gracious enough to show him this awesome house he bought, by the way.
Awesome. Sorry, I apologize for being a little late to this. For some reason my calendar had placed it for Friday, and thank you, Leslie, for reminding me. I guess it was today. But basically the negotiation aspect of this deal, and I'm gonna try to put myself on video here real quick. I don't know why it's not giving me the option here. But basically the most important thing is step one that we did was really drive home who Sergio and Angie and their family were and what their intentions were from the get-go. So this is a family that was renting for a couple years, and their dream was to buy one day, but they didn't think at all it would be possible to do it so quickly. And that was like the first initial thing, is understanding who they were and what their intentions were when we first got into this process. So step one is aligning them with a credible, knowledgeable real estate broker, mortgage broker like Brandon, who could sit down with them and really go through their details and understand what their positions are, what their possibilities were. And without doing that first step, we wouldn't be where we are today. They would not be homers today, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. No question about that, Lena.
Yep. So Brandon sat down with them and said, hey, and I explained this to them initially as well too. I said, hey, let's meet with Brandon. Let him explain to you and look at your, all your financials, all your entire situation, your whole package, and see where we have avenues where we can make this happen today. And if it cannot happen today, what are the steps they need to take to get there 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now? So I encourage everyone on this call to always do that, is to sit down and really assess where your clients are and where they can be. And many times I found, when especially working with somebody like Brandon, that they're actually ready right now and they didn't even realize it, or they could have made things moving. Things could have been flowing from 6 months ago, or even more from, had they met with somebody knowledgeable enough to be able to help coach them through that process. So kudos to Brandon for absolutely taking, the bull by the horns and being able to tell them, this is exactly the programs that you're qualified for. This is what we could do. This is how we can make this an actual reality versus just like a dream. So from that point of view, first, we went through, okay, this is, what we're shopping for, what the budget is, and this is what needs to happen to get this done. Brandon was very upfront with me and all of us, saying, look, we kind of need to negotiate 5% of closing costs paid for by the seller, which is not that easy to do, but it is what it is. And in today's market, it's not quite a seller's market and it's not quite a buyer's market. It's a balanced market. So it's a negotiation. It's a dance between two sides. A party that really needs to sell, which is typically the sellers today that we're dealing with. It's no longer the luxury, I feel like, moving to another house for the fun of it. It's the sellers that really need to move because they're upsizing, they're downsizing, divorce, death, sadly, different, or completely relocating to a different market altogether. Relocation, job changes. Those are the people that are selling today. They don't want to really necessarily sell. They have to make a change or move. And the buyers, of course, everyone always wants to buy, and the tenants always want to buy. The people that are renting, always would love that opportunity. And despite what's going on in the real estate market from a sales perspective, the rental world continues to drive up rental prices, which puts even more increasing pressure on those tenants to make those changes and make those moves and really reconsider, you know, what they want to do as far as longevity and sustainability in a certain market. So long story short, Brandon coached us through what needed to happen. We put in a few offers. They originally thought they wanted to be in Boca. So we were successful in one deal in Boca where they were open to doing, to accepting our offer. But then they realized, you know what, it's not the right home for us. And it's not even the right market for us. They decided they wanted to look into Wellington. So then we did a whole full-blown tour in Wellington. And they came across this amazing house after seeing so many different homes. They realized this home had it all for them. It was close to Sergio's job. It was fully like decked out. It had everything done, remodeled. It was in a great community with a low HOA. And back to the very starting point where I started the conversation was explaining just how I presented Brandon them as potential borrowers. We presented them to the sellers as this beautiful family, which they are, of course, this beautiful family with the dream of having the dream come true of owning a home, real estate here in America. And we sent them a picture. They wrote a beautiful letter explaining who they were and what their intentions were. And I really feel that resonated well with not only the listing agent, which is important to have a good relationship with, because obviously they also drive, the seller's point of view in a lot of ways, like they're their, guidance. But it also resonated well with the actual sellers, and they were more than open to like working with them over like a regular buyer or investor that just wanted, a good deal or whatever from them. So with all that, the negotiation was driven by the humanity aspect of it.
I learned a lot even there. Thank you, Lena, for sharing. Because I didn't know you even did all that legwork. When we talk about value, right? What I heard from Lena was like, hey, I made sure I presented this client who has down payment assistance. And I would tell you, some agents in the marketplace view down payment assistance as taboo. They're like, oh, this person's weak. What did Lena do? She made sure she presented from a position of strength. And here's why they're purchasing. She shared with them the why. And that was critical in the negotiation. But I also want to give her something really tangible to the agents on the call. She negotiated that the sellers would pay 50% of the closing costs. That was dynamite. That was the domino, or whatever analogy you want to use. That was what helped me achieve that number, which is this number again. I'm going back to it just to reiterate. Helped me achieve this transaction with Sergio. Having that down payment assistant agent alongside me and us structuring the file to achieve that. We did it. And again, it was the skillful negotiation of Lena, in addition to myself being able to help that with my team. And so that's the reason why we work with down payment assistance agents and loan officers like myself. So I'll pause right there. Thank you, Lena. Appreciate that. Hopefully,
no, you're welcome. And I have to also add in that Sergio and Angie did actually also meet with the owner, during one of the, I believe it was the inspection or one of the moments where they came and checked out the house and things like that. And they built their own relationship as well. And putting face to, client or to seller, buyer, I think the whole mix of who they were, what they're about, and being able to present your clients in an honest, straightforward way where it's like, hey, look, in good faith, this is what we're all trying to do. Sellers wanted to sell, buyers wanted to buy. How do we get to the middle ground and make this happen for everybody? And I feel like it's a collaborative market. So everyone needs to be open to striking deals, especially in the cusp of all the new changes that are coming aboard with, with commissions and everything like that. It's all going to be like it's always been a negotiation, but now more than ever, it's no longer this it's how it's always been. It's not, no, nothing is always how it's always been. It's, we have to all work together to make a deal happen, and that's how you get things done. It's not like this is how it's used to being in Boca or in Wellington, or this is how it's used to being as a seller or as a buyer. It's, no, what do you need? What do I need? How do we come to the table together to make this happen where everyone wins and everybody's happy and we can get to the closing table?
Thank you, Lena. Appreciate it from real estate brokerage perspective. Hey,
Hey,
agents, you have any
Brandon.
questions for Lena?
Brandon, can you hear
Sean,
me?
you want to weigh in? Yeah, by all means, go ahead.
A couple of things, I like to mention before even we finish this meeting, because I have to. So first of all, Mr. Sergio, congratulations on your first home. And Brandon, one
Thank
thing
you.
I'll tell you is, it's not about just a product. Definitely we're talking today about a great product you have, but what I see in you, Brandon, like, one side, you coming to the office and you're talking about Chat GPT, and then other side, after many years, I'm going to tell you truthfully, like, I saw a lender who literally goes to clients' home to help them. Like, I did not see much, used to be like a years back. So, and I really, me and my team, like, we are very thankful that the way you take care of our clients. And I had to put those word out that is you, Brandon. Like, it's way more than a product. Like, for example, Mr. Sergio, he needed the down payment assistant now, like the last 2 weeks, but few years ahead, when he's going to buy his bigger home, or the real dream home he wants to buy, he may not need that down payment assistance. But I can guarantee that you're going to have some great program for him, what literally fits his family's need, and that's what you are. And keep it up, please, brother.
I appreciate that. That's very humbling. I give it to the man upstairs, brother. You know what I mean? He made me, and I thank him for that. And I'm really passionate about home ownership. If I may take this point of personal privilege, where this comes from for me personally, is I sat across a table from a hardworking family. The guy's blue collar, working every day, busting his hump. He could only afford a $150,000 home, and I had to break it to him because he was ready for home ownership, he thought, but there was no homes for him. He was crushed. And I vowed to myself, I'm going to help a guy like that. I'm going to go the end of the earth, use my God-given talent to be able to help a guy like that. And, so lo and behold, we did. I did, my team and I, and the man upstairs. And we continue to do that today. That's what I enjoy doing. I think, if I go to Yumi's clients, we always meet, and my broken Spanish, I always make, light of that. But, it's really, I always want to get someone to have value beyond just simply a mortgage app. Anyone can take it, give you an application, take it, but really, can they provide you that mortgage planning? Certified mortgage planning specialist, that's the designation I hold. My experience lends it to believe that I can help people, and I can be a resource for agents, and not only be a resource, be a backbone for agents, and help their clients be successful. And that's something I'm absolutely passionate about, and it just, I love it. Best way I can put it is just, helping somebody get in a home that couldn't get in a home by the efforts of an agent, like a down payment assistance agent like yourselves and myself, and together we really show that value. To me, that's building our client for life. And that's what, and giving them a home and being part of that journey. I mean, my goodness, we all grow up wanting the American dream, to Denise's point. This is what we do. All right. You get me emotional there, Sean. Shot. All right. So, all right. Any other questions? It's 49 minutes past the hour, and we've had an awesome Q&A. This Q&A excelled even my wildest dreams, candidly. Like, I was like, maybe perhaps we'll get one or two. And, all of you shared, and I'm really thankful for you to share on this webinar, and really, forget it, toss me out. I love your experience. I love what you do, because you help me, inspire me to be better. So are there any questions from anybody else who any comments, questions, anything else? And again, Sergio, congratulations on your home, my friend. Congratulations to you.
Thank you again.
You've inspired all of us. Look what you've done, my friend. Look what you've done. Look how many homeowners, by virtue of your transaction, Look at how many agents across different brokerages you're talking to today that perhaps because of you can help others, man. So thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate
No,
that.
thank
Sergio.
you.
Really.
Thank you, Lina. Really, it was a really nice journey with you guys. And I don't know, it's a team thing. So it's always to be part of a great team. And we did it. We did it like a team. That's it,
Appreciate it.
always. It's not only business, it's always, I don't know, I always think in my professional life that it's not only business, you have to put something personal on everything. So when you do it, everything goes really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very
Sergio.
much.
And I think on that we'll close if that's okay with everybody. Hey, look before, if you have a client, friend, family, anybody that you feel like would have any value, would find working with a down payment assistance agent here of value, or working with myself or my team of any value, hey, book a one-on-one, go to brandoncarrero.com, scroll down, read it over, scroll down, and book an appointment. My calendar is always open and live for everybody because it's important. My availability to you makes homeownership possible for others. So take care. God bless y'all. Have an awesome night. Thank you for coming. Deeply humbled. Take care. Good evening. Bye-bye.